The voice of a legend always carries weight, especially when that legend is Sergio Aguero. And this time, the former striker has dropped a statement that could quietly spark debate inside the dressing room at Manchester City. Aguero, who remains deeply connected to the club's identity and success, has openly insisted that one player in Pep Guardiola's current squad should be playing as much as possible, even as fierce competition and tactical rotation continue to shape team selection during a demanding season. As City chase glory on multiple fronts, juggling Premier League pressure with European ambition, the Argentine icon has been watching closely. And now, speaking exclusively to City Extra on behalf of Stake, Aguero has shared insight that many fans will find both reassuring and controversial. Naturally, the conversation began with City's main goal machine, Erling Haaland. As the club's all-time leading goalscorer, Aguero was asked whether he had any advice for the Norwegian striker. But rather than offering technical tips, Aguero made something clear: Haaland doesn't need much guidance. Erling has always had a unique ability to score goals, Aguero explained. He has shown that at every club and with his national team. He has been very consistent, which is not easy to maintain. The praise didn't stop there. Aguero emphasized that Haaland's natural instinct in front of goal is something very few players possess. It's the kind of instinct that separates elite strikers from truly generational ones. Than anyone, at City, he has improved his understanding of the game a lot. Aguero continued, noting a visible evolution in Haaland's all-round play since arriving in Manchester. See him better in that aspect compared to when he first arrived. He is only 25, so he still has a lot of room to grow. But perhaps the most telling part of Aguero's comments centered on professionalism. According to the Argentine, Haaland's obsession with physical conditioning and discipline could be the key to unlocking an even more dominant version of the striker. He doesn't need too much advice. He is very professional. Taking care of his body is key. If he keeps doing that, we will see an even more consistent Haaland in the future. Those words will excite City fans, but they weren't the headline moment. Because Aguero then turned attention to a player whose situation has quietly become one of the biggest talking points of City season: Phil Foden. Despite being one of the club's most naturally gifted players, Foden has found himself starting from the bench more often than expected. And much of that has been due to the eye-catching emergence of Nico O'Reilly, whose performances have forced Guardiola into difficult selection decisions. But Aguero's stance was crystal clear and potentially provocative. Phil deserves to play as much as possible, he insisted. It's a statement that subtly challenges Guardiola's rotation policy and echoes what many supporters have been feeling. Aguero went even further, highlighting qualities that make Foden irreplaceable in his eyes. He is getting back to his best level, and he is one of those players you always want in your team. The ball sticks to his feet. He has vision, a great shot, and he scores goals. For Aguero, Foden isn't just another talented midfielder, he's a player whose presence changes the rhythm of the entire team. He is very complete and needs to be close to the ball. That helps the team a lot. The more minutes he plays, the better he will perform. And then came the emotional element, something that resonates strongly with supporters. He is a club guy, loved by everyone, and have a lot of affection for him. That final remark highlights what makes Foden's situation so sensitive. He's not just a squad player, he's a homegrown symbol of City's identity. And when a legend like Aguero publicly calls for more minutes, it inevitably fuels discussion among fans and pundits alike. Timing also plays a crucial role here. Aguero's praise arrives at a decisive moment of the campaign. Haaland has rediscovered his scoring touch after a brief drought, reaffirming his importance in the title race. Meanwhile, Foden's season has been shaped by tactical tweaks, rotation, and fierce competition for attacking midfield roles. Even when coming off the bench, Foden has delivered flashes of brilliance and decisive contributions. But the question remains, is that enough for a player of his caliber? Guardiola now faces a delicate balancing act. On one hand, squad depth and competition have been key to City's sustained dominance. On the other, keeping creative stars satisfied and in rhythm is equally vital during the business end of the season. Aguero's comments may not be intended as criticism. but they undeniably add intrigue to upcoming team selections. Fans will be watching closely to see whether Foden's minutes increase and whether Aguero's endorsement subtly reflects conversations happening behind scenes. One thing is certain: when a Manchester City legend speaks, people listen. And as City push for silverware across competitions, Aguero's backing of both Haaland and Foden serves as a reminder of the fine margins that define success at the very top. Now, the spotlight shifts back to Guardiola, and the choices he makes could shape not only City's season, but also the narrative surrounding two of the club's most important attacking stars.